This video is sponsored by the LEGO Group. The 100% LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. I'll have to brave dangerous biomes to grab valuable ore, use that ore to create a loadout capable of conquering this world, build 4 different thriving villages out of LEGO bricks, defeat the deadly storm-infused brutes, summon and destroy the brand new boss, the Storm King, and not die a single time. That's right, in order to grab all the achievements in this game, I have to play on Expert Mode, which introduces permadeath, meaning if I die, I've got to start the entire game over again. And spoiler alert, I died a lot. Like, oh my god, this is supposed to be a silly LEGO brick game, why is it so hard? I 100%ed LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. I start off by making a new expert world, where I'm greeted by this lad named Triggerfish. For now, his funny face makes me laugh, but very soon, I'll view that face with the full contempt of this world as his unbothered, toothless grin seems to be taking pleasure in my every failure. But for now, he's just a nice guy who tells me that I'm playing on expert mode, so I'll need to be careful. With those few words, the fish sends me on my way. This journey begins like all journeys should, by tepidly picking up twigs and rocks off the ground. But I'm quickly reminded of Triggerfish's message as I am chased down by a roaming wolf. But eventually I lose him and I'm able to pick up some other basic resources like pumpkins, raspberries, and grass, which I can get by attacking this hedge. And oh look, some trees on a hill. Alright, good start, guys. I can restore my health using those pumpkins I picked up earlier, which also restores my constantly depleting hunger bar. With all the wood I've gathered, I can make a crafting bench, where I can craft myself an axe. Now, if you played LEGO Fortnite previously, you might notice that the crafting system has been given a total overhaul in a way that I actually quite enjoy. We've unlocked the base axe recipe, and we can choose to fill the head and handle with different materials, which will give us varying stats on the tool. For now, all I have is wood, so I make it completely wooden and start going to town on some trees. And we're going to need a lot of wood. Like, I cannot possibly express to you how much wood I'm gonna need, which becomes a lot easier when I discover a chest in a broken down house containing some more wood, as well as not root wood, which is like the next tier up in wood. I go to cut down this tree when suddenly chickens start dropping from the sky like hail from its branches. This is known as a chicken tree, and yes, it is relevant. In fact, later on, it's gonna help me defeat one of the most difficult enemies in the game. But for now, it's just a tree filled with chickens, who I slaughter. Apologies to the chickens, but if I'm to survive in this insane world, their feather, eggs, and meat are too valuable to pass up. I've gathered enough wood now that I can set up a lumber mill. Here, I can refine wood into various resources, most important of which are planks and rods. But as I'm refining, I'm attacked by my hilltop nemesis once again, the stone crab. While for most, this would be a normal encounter with a relatively low-level enemy, knowing that I could permanently die at any moment turns this into the fight of my life, as the crab zooms into me, taking out over half of my health. If I take one more hit, I'm finished. Luckily, I can unhinge my jaw and guzzle down pumpkins like Peter never could. Thankfully, though, I'm not alone, as this game's introduced the cheat code of all survival games, a dodge roll, which I can use to leap out of the way of the crab's attacks and take him out with my axe. I go back to my crafting bench to try and craft a pickaxe, as stone tools would be a huge step up from my wood ones. But there's a problem. In order to craft one, I'll need a wolf claw, and I can barely take out a freaking stone crab. With the limited amount of stone I have, I craft a granite dagger, which works great for taking out the skeletons that now populate the field. These guys are pretty much a joke and go down with just a few swings of the dagger. And a skeleton starts chasing me that looks a little bit different. It's covered in strange purple static. Turns out that this is called a storm wild enemy, and they are significantly stronger than their normal enemy counterparts. Luckily, I'm able to run away for long enough that it turns day and the skeletons melt into the ground. But this would not be my last encounter with a storm boosted enemy, as while making my way home... Oh crap. What the heck? Oh god. What even happened? You survived 0 days. God, that was embarrassing. You know, honestly, I would be ashamed if I hadn't stopped pretending I was any good at video games 40 videos ago. I load up a new world and boom, it was time to drop into Expert 2. Fly in and yes, I get it, Triggerfish. The world is hard. Trust me, I learned that. Instead of farming resources, this time I realized that the main barrier of my run is going to be killing a wolf to unlock the pickaxe. So I make a beeline straight to the first one I see. Now, these guys hit pretty tough, but luckily I grabbed some pumpkins for an in-fight meal. My pesky little dagger barely even dents him, and as if that wasn't enough, a rock crab comes barreling in from off screen. But all is okay, because no enemy can compete with my hidden technique, my cheat code to this playthrough. Fear its powers as your attacks phase through me like a ghost. I have mastered the power of the dodge roll. Here's how the dodge roll works. Basically, you press it and then... it's really just that simple. Now equipped with the wolf claw, I head to the raised stone to get to my temporary base. I want to explore around for a bit to find out where to put up my permanent spot, but I don't want to do that until I'm well equipped for a fight. So for now, I just want somewhere away from all enemies to craft things. I place down another crafting bench, make an axe, do some deforestation, and craft another lumber mill. And now that I can make wooden rods, I can finally craft myself the long-awaited pickaxe. Not only can I use this to mine up granite, I can mine up some boulders of marble surrounding this temp base. Marble is an entire step up from even stone, so being able to get ton of it in the early game is extremely valuable. After mining up some more granite and refining my wood into planks, I can build a stone breaker. This machine can be loaded into various stone materials like granite and marble to refine them into slabs. After refining all my marble, I can make my first uncommon tools in the marble pickaxe, sword, and axe. Now that I was all suited up, it was time to get my revenge. Revenge on the way who took it all away from me before, a storm crab. With my cunning new sword combined with my astute knowledge of the dodge roll, he doesn't stand a chance. Like any permadeath game, the key is to just understand his attack pattern. Wait for him to roll, attack him 3 times while he recovers, and then just wait for him to roll again. Upon defeat, the storm wild crab drops the typical resources from a stone crab, but also 3 storm cores. An expert, these are just about the most valuable item in the entire game, as they can be used to make a totem of return, giving you a one-time revive. However, not only are storm wild enemies pretty rare, we'll need 50 of these to craft the totem. So as scary as they are, I'll need to seek out storm enemies whenever I see them. I gather up more resources, and upon returning home, I can use wood, planks, and rods to craft myself a spinning wheel. I can use this to start spinning my grass into cord at a rate of 5 to 1. Dear lord, that's expensive. But it's a good thing I got started on this now, as cord is used in a ton of the game's most important resources, including the glider. Now equipped with tons of great tools and resources, things were finally starting to look up for me. Wait, why is my voiceover actually saying positive things? That never happens in a Shawnee Do video unless... What? But... No, it was going so well. Out of nowhere, man. Okay, you always gotta sleep through the night. That's the next thing I learned, okay? He came out of nowhere and killed me in 1 hit. How is that even fair? But before I jump into the world of Expert Attempt 3, I'd like to tell you a bit about the updates coming to LEGO Fortnite. You see, in the past, the game I'm playing right now used to be called LEGO Fortnite. But now, in order to allow for more LEGO group experiences inside of Fortnite, its name has been changed to LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. And the first of those experiences is out right now in LEGO Fortnite Brick Life. Brick Life is an all-new open-world social simulation experience from the LEGO Group and Epic Games. Inside of Brick Life, you and up to 31 other players can go around the city and do just about anything you want. Want to spend your time customizing your dream apartment? You can do that. Maybe you'd rather spend your time working a job instead. Well, there's tons of different ones to choose from. Be a courier and try delivering packages around the city, or become a sushi chef and cook up some of the tastiest fish in Brick Bay. Or maybe you don't want to do any of that and just want to spend your time hanging around in the city with your friends. Well, you probably can't do that because you're watching an hour-long Shawnee Do video. Your chances of having any other friends are basically 0. But look, you can customize your character. And the best part is that LEGO Fortnite Brick Life is absolutely free. Just head into your Fortnite launcher now and give it a download. There's even secrets hidden around the city that you could be the first to find. Make sure to check out both LEGO Fortnite Brick Life and LEGO Fortnite Odyssey now, and thanks to the LEGO Group for sponsoring today's video. But now it was time to jump into our third world, Expert 3. I dive in, and yes, I get it, Triggerfish. The world is hard. I've gathered that much. No need to reiterate it. You know the drill by now. Grab pumpkins, kill wolves, chop trees, crafting bench, lumber mill, yada yada yada. After about 40 minutes, I can make marble tools again and feel a lot safer. And to further cement this, I build a grill. Here I can cook up some of the food items I've been picking up to restore even more health. Grilled meat in particular is a great choice because it drops from most enemies and restores 2 whole hearts on hit. Now, while a smarter man might take his mistakes from the last 2 runs to take things slow and steady, you clearly have not been watching this video, as those 3 adjectives could not describe meat any less. No, instead, with my meat now in hand, I march straight into a cave. Inside caves are tons of ore nodes holding rare resources as well as chests with many valuable goodies. But goodies aren't the only thing populating this cavern, as this place is also riddled with baddies. Yes, I am now realizing that I just used goodies and baddies in the same sentence. My mind is goo. In order to give myself some places to hide, I set up some roofs around the cave to give myself some hiding spots, and then try to engage with the skeletons. But the bony lads inside here are much stronger than the nimwits I'm used to dealing with outside, as these skeletons have crossbows, including this one that not only has a crossbow, but is also storm wild. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's too many of them. They got me surrounded. Hit. Dodge. This is a one-hit household. One-hit dodge sort of situation. Whoa. Nice. You're done. While I'm able to take one out, I'm quickly swarmed and forced to retreat, with no goodies to speak of. Outside, I devise a new plan to safely take out the cave and grab some of the resources I need. Run really fast. With my new ingenious plan set, I head back inside and do just that. Run really, really fast. I find some copper ore up on the ceiling, which is actually perfect, as I can build some roofs into this stone pillar and then safely mine the nodes where the boned men can't get me. While there's definitely some other ore nodes in this cave, I decide to not get greedy and sprint out of there with my 9 copper. When I reach the outside, Alright, it's nighttime, and I remember the lessons of Expert 2 and immediately craft a bed and sleep through the night. A very simple rule of survival games that I had to literally call upon my past lives for. With that done though, I feel as though I'm well equipped for the overworld and decide to start looking for a location for my main base. I run around a bit exploring the map to see what I can find. The main thing I'm looking for in a base spot is somewhere I can access the game's 3 main biomes from. How did I know that? Well, I actually did an advice exchange with my good friend Floydson, who's already played 100 days of this game. He told me that, and I gave him some good recommendations on nursing homes to check his ancient body into. The one thing I do make sure to do along the way is to pet each and every sheep I come across. For 2 reasons. Firstly, because, oh my god, just look how happy they are. And secondly, we're gonna need a good amount of wool soon, and because of some limitations you'll see later on, it'll be a bit until we can farm it ourselves. While exploring, I find the first of those alternate biomes I mentioned earlier, the Dry Valley. A valley that's not only dry, but hot, which I'm sure is not supported by me carrying around a flaming hot torch in broad daylight. Thankfully, since it's later in the day, I can safely explore around here without consequence. And make sure to pick up tons of spicy peppers while I'm here, as well as cut down cacti to grab myself a new type of wood, flexwood. And if I climb up on the walls, there's some new ore types in obsidian. The biggest thing to watch out for here are these little volcano crabs. They are extremely dangerous, as they will just relentlessly chase after you and then just explode at the end. At this stage in the game, if you get hit by this, it is over for you. But they do drop one of the most important resources in the entire game, the blast core. So you'll need to farm a lot of them. The best strategy is to try and trigger his exploding sequence while not running. That way you have full stamina to sprint away in fear. After a bit more searching, I decided to set up my base in an area closer to the desert. It's not too far from the tundra, but I figured being really close to 2 biomes and kind of far from one was better than just all of them being kind of inconvenient to get to. I placed down the village square furniture piece, which turns the surrounding area into my village. This has a variety of effects that we'll see later on, but for now, just know it lets us craft certain furniture items and let villagers move into our town. Speaking of villagers, it looks like our first one has just arrived, and by god, he's cooler than anything I could have ever imagined. He has a tomato for a head. I sprint to him as quickly as I can and beg Tomato Head to bless my town by making it his home. However, he complains that there's no bed for him to sleep in. Okay, no need to be so freaking needy, Tomato Head. Wouldn't your natural home be like in some vines or crud anyway? I craft the bed for my little fruit friend, and he agrees to be the first resident of Happy Hills, a name that was randomly assigned to my village, as due to content restrictions, you can't choose your own town name, which I really don't understand. I wasn't gonna name my town anything weird, just my full social security number, which by the way is 201. With my village now cemented, I decided to start building up my base proper, which of course starts from the floor. I do run into the slight problem that the ground I'm building on is not 100% flat, despite the fact that the floor pieces are. But surely that won't have catastrophic consequences once I start building my walls. Oh my god, it's hideous. Make it stop, please. Put me out of my misery. I start over and try again, but no matter what I do, I can't get things quite aligned, and I already hate base decorating. So you guys are just gonna have to deal with the uneven quarters, okay? I'm trying my best out here. I head to bed for the night, and the next morning I start filling in the interior of these walls. You know the drill: crafting bench, grill, lumber mill, the whole 9 yards. I also set up a totally new building, the barn. Building the barn unlocks the recipe for an animal treat, which I can cook on the grill at the cost of 5 grass. I feed one to a nearby cow, who then starts following me so I can move her into my new barn. I go through the list of randomly generated names until I find one I like, and I land on Bitsy. And to combat the social security problem from earlier, I've went ahead and changed my bank account password to Bitsy. That way this still all works. I can feed Bitsy a bunch of different food items, and while most of them just make her produce milk or fertilizer, if we feed her the spicy berries I found in the desert, she'll actually produce one of the best cold production foods in the game, the spicy burger, which I don't even want to think about the logistics of how she's producing that. I get some resources processing in the lumber mill and stone crusher, and while I wait, decide to head into a nearby cave. The main target of my quest here is copper, and after grabbing a bit of the stuff, I come to my senses and realize that this place is infested with storm-charged skeletons, and I was foolish to ever come here. With my planks sawed back at my base, I can build myself a spin wheel and get that cord flowing. The next morning, I discover the main mechanics with villages in this game: upgrading. Your village starts at level 1, and in order to level it up, you'll need to place down decorations around the village. Then, once you're eligible for an upgrade, you'll have to pay some amount of resources, in this case, not root and plank. Now, what's the advantage of upgrading your village? Well, there are 2 reasons. Firstly, upgrading your village lets you have more residents living in your town, and these residents don't just serve as spectacle, despite Tomato Head's delicious noggin probably giving you that impression. These villagers can be put to work, like gathering resources, feeding animals, tending to crops, etc. The second reason we'll want to continue upgrading is because having a level 10 village in each biome is actually one of the requirements for 100%ing this game. With our village now at level 3, the granite slabs in my stone crusher have finished processing. Using these, combined with the blast cores I got in the desert, I can build myself a metal smelter. This is the machine that finally lets me burn down all those copper bars I've been carrying around. Though each copper ore I smelt into a bar costs 2 wood as well to fuel the machine. With more planks cut, I built another barn and then recruit a nearby sheep to move into the village. However, However, then I learned a strange quirk about animals. They count as residents. What? You're telling me this thing counts as a resident? It's just some stupid animal average Emerald City pedestrian take. Because our village residence limit is capped at 2, I'll need to further upgrade my village to get sheep on the farm. While I still need tons of wool, thankfully because of me petting all the sheeps back while I was exploring, I still have enough of what I need and start spinning the wool into thread on the wheel. I can then turn this into a glider, which I probably should have done like an hour ago. The base improvements don't stop there though, as now it's time to build Tomato Head a cabin of his own. The game has a pre-made feature where you construct pre-made builds that you just fill in the materials for, which explains why this is the only thing in my village that doesn't look like it was made by a first grader during recess. Can't have the place looking too nice though, so I shove all the beds for my future residents directly next to each other. Gonna be a real bucket family situation going on here. If I take 5 of my cords into the spinner, I can produce something called a drawstring. This can then be used in combination with my new copper to make a crossbow, our first ranged weapon. Crossbows are going to become my primary weapon for the rest of this game, as the best way to avoid dying is to stay as far away from the enemy as possible. I do also make a copper sword though for smaller threats. Now adequately prepared, it was time to actually take on a cave. Now that I've got a crossbow, get ready for hours and hours of me just absolutely missing the easiest arrow shots you've ever seen in your life. Like seriously, it's almost impressive how terrible I am whenever I have to aim any sort of projectile firing weapon. It doesn't help that there are just absolute swarms of skeletons inside the cave. I end up sprinting away into a far back corner, but just when I think I'm safe... Uh-oh. No, run! Yeah, this place is infested with volcano crabs, too. Awesome. Can't split. Low energy. Come on, get your energy back. Oh, this place stinks. Oh, I hate it here. Woo! This is so intense. I can't die. Not here. But now it's time for everyone's favorite segment. How many arrows can Shawnee miss? The next clip I'm about to show you is just 3 seconds long, and I fire off 3 shots from my crossbow in it. Can you guess how many of those I miss? Let's go ahead and roll the tape.
1, 2, 3.
God, I can't aim at all. A perfect 3 for 3 run. Actually, 0% accuracy. It's really never been done before. Run. Yes. Nice. Ooh. With those skeletons cleared out now, I'm free to explore the cave at will, including going back around and picking up some spoils from the various chests scattered around. Something really interesting about this game is that the chests scale with your progression. So even though the chests in here were green uncommon tiered chests when I entered, now they all scaled up to rare tier gray chests. This is great, as the chests are a huge source of valuable copper and other impactful weapons that are actually relevant, like iron swords and metal muskets. I also make sure to destroy every chest I see, as they contain a metal plate, which is used in a ton of crafting recipes. I pick up as much copper ore as I can, as well as knot root, as I need a ton of the stuff to continue upgrading my village. As I continue venturing in though, I discover I hadn't cleared out all the enemies in this cave. Some of them still roam the halls now. Okay, this is bad. Let's shoot a little higher. Oh, I totally hit him. Oh my god, I'm messing him up. Eventually I run out of arrows though, and I'm forced to approach with my new metal musket. Nice! Huge headshot. My aim with the gun is definitely more precise as I clear out most of the enemies. Then, with just one non-storm enemy left, I decide to move in for the kill. Wait, did I just die? I died in one hit? Okay, I was saved by the totem. What the heck? I died? Really? Oh my god, I got so cocky. Holy crow. Oh my god, I can't believe I just died. In one hit? That's crazy. Now, if you're confused on how I came back to life here, you should be, as I was withholding information from you so I could have a dramatic reveal right now. You see, I actually lied earlier when I said Triggerfish's only purpose is to maniacally taunt you upon each death. When you talk to him, he also gives you one single totem of return, and as long as you have this equipped in one of your charm slots, it lets you respawn back at your bed upon dying. However, now that I had died with it equipped, the totem was gone, meaning if I died now, I would really lose the entire run. The stakes couldn't be higher, as now my primary goal was to craft another totem of return. There's just one big problem with that. Crafting the totem requires 3 bear pelts, which drop from, obviously, bears. Bears are one of the toughest enemies in the entire game, and fighting one without any revival protection was going to be really hard, which meant that I was going to have to truly prepare for this. First on that preparation list was to upgrade my village. Using the supplies I got from the cave, I can upgrade twice, pushing my village all the way to level 5. With my increased resident cap, I can finally recruit a sheep, who I name Clover. I tried feeding Clover the overabundance of raspberries I have, but this just makes poo, so I instead switch him to the all grass diet so he can start pumping out some wool. With my wool spun, I can take it, some granite slabs, and some shells from the rolling crabs to make my first ever charm. Charms are kind of like the armor in this game. You get 3 different charm slots you fill, and each one you can craft has varying effects. This one in particular gives me 2 extra hearts and 1 defense. I go ahead and craft 3 of them, which more than doubles my health bar. And now it was time for chest organization. How fun. Don't ask how I organize them. I'm still confused by my own system to this day. Who's this? Meowsicles. Okay, Meowsicles, you can come with us. But now it's time to finally set out on our riskiest journey yet. The quest to find 3 bear pelts. With no totem of return in hand, I couldn't be more nervous. But luckily, I had a friend to calm my nerves, as I hadn't embarked on this journey alone, as Tomato Head was right by my side. He was determined to throw himself into the heat of battle just to let me survive. Tomato Head, if you're watching this, just know you will always be my rock. And while searching for our bear, I make sure to take a stop at the tundra biome and pick up some chill berries, the obviously cold variant to hot peppers. But bears and berries aren't the only thing I'm looking for, as there are 2 other resources that could be a huge help in securing future viability. The first of these are from the skeleton dogs that only spawn in at night. These are definitely the toughest enemies we've encountered so far, but they're no match for the winning combo of standing far away, letting Tomato Head run in to distract him, and then shooting him with my giant gun. Oh, nice! Oh, good job, Melon Man. Oh, Melon Man, I like you. Speaking my language. Yeah, I'm not certain why I started calling Tomato Head Melon Man here, but it's gonna stick for a while, so just get used to it. Nighttime is also a great time to farm storm cores, as just so many skeletons spawn, and they're easy to pick out the purple ones from across the field. And unlike the skeletons in the caves, these skeletons are jobless, so picking off their unemployed bones is an incredibly simple task. Remember, to craft the Totem of Return, I'll need 50 of these cores, so this is a great way to make strides to it. I spend a while farming until night ends and all the bone men recede into the ground, and then I finally find what I had been looking for this whole time. Yeah, there's the bear. Gotta be very careful about this now. Come on, Tomato. Melon Man, I'm still calling him that. Uh-oh. This guy scares me. He's locked in on the tomato. Whoa! Tomato died! No, come back to me, Tomato. Oh my god. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Now that I don't have Tomato, I'm really scared. I'm really scared, guys. This was all a mistake. Oh crap, I'm gonna die. No. Luckily, in the nick of time, I managed to sprint away, but dear lord, that was close. Bears do an insane amount of damage. In just 2 hits, I was down to 1 heart. I realized that all the preparation I had done was not enough, and worst of all, Tomato Head, no! No, this is so sad. Tomato Head, he's gone forever. Tomato Head, I didn't even get your name right half the time while I knew you. Oh, Tomato Head, you're back! Oh my god, I missed you, buddy. After farming up some more wood, I make as many arrows as I possibly can. These cost 1 wood and 1 feather. And although I still don't have a chicken to farm, the chicken tree slaughters I have been doing left me craft a good number of them. With over 100 arrows, I now figure I'm more than ready for the fight, as opposed to the nearly broken musket I brought in last time. Genius move, Shawnee. But out in the wilderness, bears weren't the only thing to fear. Oh, let's get the heck out of here. Nope, I can't be losing this run. This definitely made me question if I was even ready for the bear. But whether it was hubris, overconfidence, or just pure stupidity, I decided to press on anyway. My strategy this time is to shoot at the bear while slowly backing up. And since you can't sprint while you shoot, I truly mean slowly. But because I'm so slow, eventually the bear catches up to me. And right as things look like they couldn't be getting any worse, who are you? You're not part of this. The crab getting involved is actually an incredibly good thing, as it distracts the bear for a good amount of time, while I just get to unload arrows onto him. Eventually, though, the bear takes out the crab and sets his eyes back on me. I sprint as fast as my little legs will take me until I realize something. If I could just stick the bear on another enemy like I did with the crab, I'd have enough time to win. I chase him right into a group of storm bandits, and then... Yeah, let's get them together. Yes! Okay. Oh, now we gotta deal with these guys. Thankfully, the storm bandits takedown go off without a hitch, and I can swoop in and grab myself my first bear pelt of 3. This game wants me dead. Luckily, good old Betsy has been preparing some goodies for my next fight, and turned those chili berries I gave her into chili berry shakes. These not only give you heat resistance to survive in the desert, but also, for a reason I'll explain later, are one of the best healing items in the entire game. I go looking for some bears, but then my ADHD medication wore off, and I start wandering off, and whoa. No! Okay, you're done. Oh my god, that was a close one. This is why you never play permadeath games unmedicated, kids. While wandering around, though, I managed to find a battle bus station, which is this game's fast travel system. Using it allows you to travel to any other battle bus station on the map instantly. I decided to take this down with my pickaxe, as I'm definitely going to want this at my base. Luckily, destroying things in this game gives you all the materials you spend to craft it, meaning I can set it up as soon as I get back. I do eventually find another bear, though, and this fight goes much smoother. For whatever reason, the bear was just really intent on just constantly running away from me, allowing me to just drain him with arrows until the very end, when he decided no, actually he did want to kill me. Oh, huge. Just one more bear left to go. I was tense. I was beyond nervous. If I beat this next bear, it would finally let me off the hook and give me time to prepare some other respawn methods. But if I failed, it would all be over. I find a bear by a tree and start firing arrows at him. Eventually, it takes down the tree, but oh my god, chickens are falling from the sky. He's getting distracted by the chickens. Oh dear god, he is brutally murdering those chickens. But your sacrifice shall not be in vain, dear poultry. Arrow after arrow soaring through the sky until finally I managed to slay my final furry beast. Thank you, chickens. Thank you for saving the day. Before I head home, though, there's one more stop I need to make. In the desert, I seek out all the volcano crabs I can, because in order to know true power, I was going to need 2 more magma cores. With those in hand, I head back to base. First up, using 3 bear pelts, 10 metal plates, 10 wool, and 50 storm cores, I can craft a totem of return. But that's not all. Using 5 magma cores, some copper bars, and the cursed bones I got from those skeleton dogs, I can make myself a totem of the immortal. This is the other type of totem that you can use to revive yourself in LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. The only difference is this one revives you wherever you die. So instead of respawning back at home, you're just still there in the action. It's debatable which of these is better. Sometimes being in the action means you just die again and now you have no totem. But sometimes you're really close to beating a boss and you don't want to go back to spawn. The totem of the immortal also offers defense and health, while the totem of return only gives health. There is one big problem with the totem of the immortal though. At the time of me recording this, the totem was glitched in a way that if you logged out of the game with the totem equipped, it would be instantly deleted from your character. I only discovered this much later on, so you're gonna watch a couple of my immortal totems get flushed away. If you're worried about this happening to you though, don't worry. I already reported this glitch to the official LEGO Fortnite Odyssey team, so it should be fixed soon. I can also construct our last spoil from our big day out, the battle bus station, which will now give us fast travel right at our base. Next, I craft myself a rune forge. Here I can infuse my different tools and weapons with runes that basically work like enchantments. Upon rolling, you get the choice between a bunch of different runes that increase things like the damage of the weapon, or a rune that gives you an extra resource upon killing an enemy. Applying these runes uses a resource called essence. I haven't touched much on essence yet, but you get it from basically every action, like chopping trees, killing enemies, you get it. I use it to slap a damage 1 rune on my copper crossbows. We've got a big journey coming up soon. I don't want to blow through the rest of my essence though, since we're so early in the game, so I decided against applying any additional runes. I built a loom which will allow me to start sewing threads into silk and wool fabric, so I get some of my spider silk threads spinning for now. Using my new wool and silk, I can craft myself an upgraded glider, allowing me to fly for significantly longer. With that all out of the way, it was time to head to the desert to access a cave. The caves in each biome are completely different, and my thought was that since this cave is more dangerous, I could get even stronger ore and level up my equipment. I do find a completely new resource node in Ruby, so I make sure to collect as much of it as possible. I also grab tons of copper, which we'll not only need for copper bars, of course, but the production of metal plates for a ton of different crafting recipes. After draining the resources from there, I leave and head inside another cave inside the grasslands and grab our second type of gem node, amber. Now, gemstones are the highest tier of ore in the game, but unfortunately, when I mine it up, they come to me as a rough version of the stone. And in order to slice it down to the usable cut variety, I'll need a gem cutter. However, crafting a gem cutter costs 3 brute scales. Brute scales drop from brutes, and until this update, they were the only boss in LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. And believe you me, they are tough. So if I wanted to advance, I was gonna have to prepare for that fight. And in order to prepare, there was something I'd have to do first. Where were the bears? Where are the bears? Where are the bears? Yeah. Are there bears anywheres? Do we find bears anywheres? Bears, 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 bears. Yes, in order to craft the next stage of health charm, I'll need 4 bear pelts. I figure this upgrade in defense and health will give me the strength I need to take on a brute. And while I'm searching, I find a giant field of corn. Seriously, that's a lot of corn. I grab every single piece here, and it amounts to over 230 corn. That's a lot of corn. I explore around for a while and find no bears until I realize I'm running pretty low on arrows. So I head back to base and take the time to recruit a chicken. Like I said earlier, crossbows are going to be our main weapon in this game, so having a chicken constantly be producing feathers for more arrows is insanely important. I call him Munch. After the Munchausen by proxy syndrome he's going to develop when his bones start to brittle down from eating 80 pounds of twigs every single day, as I reassure the meek chicken that it's completely normal for a chicken to weigh 400 pounds. I explore around again until I do find a bear. These guys are still a joke and pack a punch, so I gotta be careful. They even have this AI that says when they get weak, they start to run away, making the last bit of this fight a chase, as I now have to become the predator myself. You shall not escape my wrath, feeble grizzly. I tear through the bears one by one, as they are no match for me, and that one killed me. And since dying used my totem of return, I'll need to craft another one, which costs 3 bear pelts, which means I'm back to 0 pelts. So that entire last hour was just a waste of my time. This time around, while exploring, I managed to find another battle bus station, which I make sure to pick up for placing later. I also discover the Storm Chaser base camp. Survivor, well, you must be tough as a tornado tomato here. My name's Carl Ruckus. I'm part of the Storm Chasers. We're here to stop the Storm King. He's wormed his way into the rift at the heart of the world. And I consume that energy that create massive storms and flood the land with his minions. Oh my god, what a jerk. Storms were the main feature added in this update, and trust me, they are tougher than anything else in this game and lead to the game's final boss, the Storm King. But we're not quite ready for that yet, so we'll have to leave Carl Ruckus on the back burner for now. While walking through the desert though, something horrible happens. Oh no. No! Are you joking? I just wanted some freaking sand! Oh my god, now I have to go get 3 more freaking... Oh my god, dang it. Well, now I have no totem. I'm totemless right now. Now, as naked as ever, I craft an oven so I can start cooking some better foods for health regeneration. I get a bunch of butter cakes going as they restore a whopping 8 hearts. Unfortunately, I'd soon learned that this takes 6 times as long to consume than the foods I've been using. And 6 seconds might not seem like a lot, but in the heat of the battle, that makes all the difference. I decided to try and get a totem of immortal, as while it's riskier, I figure the extra defense will make me less squishy. In order to craft that, I'll of course need 5 blast cores from the desert. And you'll soon find that this is where I spend like 40% of my time in this playthrough. Just combing through the desert, day after day, trying to accumulate as many totems of immortal as I can. After getting enough for one, I immediately go home and craft it to make me safer. I need to gather more of the totems, but first I want some stronger gear. So I decide to head into a completely new location. If I go to the battle bus station, it'll teleport me to somewhere called the Lost Isles. This is a completely new biome that's tougher than the previous ones we've seen, but of course means the spoils are sweeter. I head inside a cave and immediately pick up some gold ore. Now at the time, I was under the impression that this is an upgrade to copper ore, and it actually used to work that way, but now the game has been updated to try allow for a more open progression system. So now gold ore is actually in the same tier as copper. It's just that copper will give your weapons more speed, and gold will give them an extra rune slot. While not the huge upgrade I was looking for, it's still an upgrade. So I decided to gorge myself on as much gold I can find. I also find our 3rd gem type, emerald. But inside the cave, I have a harrowing revelation.
Ah, the tomato head. Oh no, it's Dark Tomato Head. No, they turned him evil. Oh my god, no. It's the inverse tomato. Oh my god, I can't believe I had to kill my friend like that. That was horrifying. How could you do this to me? Not Tomato Head. There's 2 tomato heads. They're multiplying. Whoa, run.
Oh, I get it. Tomato heads, because there's tomatoes going around here. Wait, are these the indigenous people? Am I just stealing from them? Okay, I'm not gonna think about this too long. They're purple and they're glowing. They're corrupted by the storm, probably. I feel bad. Tomato Head should come here, live here with his people. Little did I know, the whole time Tomato Head wasn't just a funny man with a tomato on his head. He was a lost soul from a dying culture. I mean, dying by me, but still. The heck's a Clomberry? Clombo's favorite snack. Well, who the heck is Clombo? I'm not familiar with his work, I can't say. After clearing out all the resources I can find inside the cave, I hop back on the battle bus and start processing my precious gold ore. I use it to craft a gold crossbow, which I throw the damage 1, health 1, and luck 1 runes onto. I decided to save this special crossbow exclusively for boss encounters. But there was something even more important I needed to do. Melonhead, you've done so much for this town, but I know your people are waiting out there for you. I can't stand to see you stay here for a second longer, Tomato Head. Actually, I don't... Can I just kill him? Nope, can't kill him. Alright, you stay here, Tomato Head. Your people are evil back there or something, I don't know. With my old Yeller attempt on Tomato Head failed, it was back to everyone's favorite segment, the Bear Surge. I find one, but this one is storm boosted. So I get the idea to try and stick them on a nearby village so they could just deal with each other.
Why are you attacking me, dude? Go for the giant bear. We just killed all your friends.
Dude, what do I do? I'm trying to get the bear.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, the dodge rolls. I got mad moves.
Get wrecked, bro. The rest of the bear fights go off without a hitch, including this one against a frost bear who proves a little tougher, but still no match for my golden crossbow. Conveniently enough, right after that fight, I find a battle bus station that I'll take home for now and relocate later. With 5 bears now slain, I can craft myself 2 health charms. These will give me 2 armor and 3 health per charm, which, trust me, that's a lot in LEGO Fortnite Odyssey terms. The last bit of prep I wanted to secure is, you guessed it, more blast cores. Having more immortal totems will never go out of style, so it's good to hoard them now. But while I'm out, I happen upon the desert brute. I guess I got a little cocky here, as despite not having a ton of totems, I decide to take him on.
Okay, oh, I'm having a hard time hitting him. He's running really fast. My dodging skills are immaculate, though, might I add.
Eventually, though, the brute gets stuck in this cycle where he'll just walk side to side, shooting at me over and over again. Now, normally, this would be a really good thing, because it means that he won't be charging towards me. However, you must remember Shawnee's first rule of crossbows. I'm bad at crossbows. Eventually, I end up missing so many of my shots that I've gone through over 100 arrows, and the brute still isn't dead. So I decide to run behind him and try to pick my arrows back up and shoot at him again.
I need to get some of these arrows. Oh! I don't need to get them that bad, though. Oh, Okay, we gotta get out of here. No. Okay, we were not ready for that at all. We were absolutely not ready for that. We were absolutely not ready. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy crap.
The scariest part is the invincibility I got from using the totem wore off right after I got hit by that acid shot. If it had worn off even a millisecond earlier, I would have lost the run. Safe to say that I now understand I was not ready for that fight, which means I now need even more blast cores. But this time, I'm done messing around. No more half-hearted attempts. I was gonna go all the way. I grind in the desert for hours and grab 20 blast cores. This translates to a whopping 4 totems of immortal. Now it was time to take on a brute. Frightened out of my gourd, I grabbed my crossbow and my best friend Tomato Head and find one in the tundra.
Yes, the protection of the trees. I'm a man of the forest. I've gotten better at aiming. Okay, I don't think he's gonna approach. I guess I'll just... Oh, and then I dodge. Nope, I think he's stuck on a stump or something, which I'm not complaining about. I don't know why he's not coming towards me. He's scared. Oh, is you little scared? Oh, he's in his second phase, I believe. Tomato Head. Oh, God. Tomato Head, this is the kind of thing that you're supposed to be stopping. Like this guy right here. Tomato Head. Alright, give it up, Tomato Head. Just keep doing whatever you're doing. Things are going well, so I'm not gonna complain, Tomato Head. Oh, he's in a third phase now, because now he's trucking 3 of them. I think Tomato Head died, and now I'm alone. Oh, yes! 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 Oh, he dropped 2 scales! A frost brute scale and a regular brute scale. Oh, dance. Oh, how do you dance? Oh, how do we dance? Oh, God. There's got to be a dance button here. D for dance. Nope, that moves me right. Okay. How do I dance? Forgot. Oh, there it was. Oh, oh, oh. Freaking owned, bro. Eat that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Yes, I had finally succeeded over the evil brutes. Well, kind of. You see, the gem cutter requires 3 brute scales, so I'd have to do 2 more fights with the exact same gear in order to progress. Thankfully, though, now that I've learned their patterns, the other 2 fights go off without a hitch. The final one was even a grasslands brute, meaning I've crossed off the first 2 achievements on our list. Now I can head home and finally craft the gem cutter, and we need more blast cores? Does it never end with the blast core farming? I head to the desert, and while I'm here, I decide to take out the final brute, the sand brute. After so many arrows shot, he goes down, completing the main trio of brute achievements. I grab some more blast cores, of course, and I can finally craft the gem cutter. I start out by cutting my amber down into refined pieces, as using the extra brute scales I have, I can craft them into the best health charms in the game, giving me 4 hearts and 3 defense a pop. Yeah, in case it wasn't already obvious, gems are a huge step up from the previous tier. I mean, look at the damage difference between a copper and amber crossbow. In terms of the difference between gems, the main things to note are that amber has the best durability, but ruby has the best firing speed. So amber is best for day-to-day use, while ruby is best for bosses. Actually, technically sapphire is best for bosses as it grants an extra rune slot, but I didn't discover that this entire playthrough. The last thing to note is that emerald sucks. It has the best knockback of all the gems. When are games going to realize that no one has ever cared about knockback ever? Looking at you, Binding of Isaac. With my new set of gemstone tools in hand, I go and grind out some more amber and take out some more mini bosses like brutes and bears. Though even with my new tools, there's still a ton to fear in this world. Oh my god, I died! Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the heck? That was crazy. I don't know really what happened, but I'm really scared. Even with all my defense, it's no match for the absolute armor-piercing shot of the brute. After gathering up tons of resources, I mean, just look at all the pickaxes I gathered. And I didn't craft any of these. They're exclusively from chests. Speaking of chests, I decided it's about time that I expand my storage system with the new Frostpine chest. With all that out of the way, I decided it was finally time to start on the Storm Chaser questline. And most of the requirements for this section of the quest I achieved just naturally, except for build a cannon. Luckily, I can just construct this quickly out of some copper bars and then immediately take it down. Next, I wanted to upgrade my base, so I tried adding roofing to my main base section, but with my building skills, I bet you can guess how that one went. So instead, I resorted to a different option. You see, the rank of your decoration score increases solely based off the amount of structures in your village. So, cones, cones, it's raining cones. Are there enough cones? No, there needs to be more cones. We got cones. We got everything you could ever want if that want is just cones. Cones. You like it here, 'cause over here We've got cones.
With enough cones placed, I can max out my village's level 210, completing the first of Triggerfish's challenges and giving me my first trophy, the Grasslands trophy. Back to the Storm Chaser camp though, I can upgrade their village to level 2, that's it? Oh my god, why was I neglecting this? As a reward for that, Carl Ruckus gives me a boom shield. The next segment in the questline is insanely easy. All I need to do is craft a copper crossbow and take out some storm acolytes who go down in like 2 hits. Wait, acolytes? Is the storm like a religion or something? Is the Storm King God? Am I leading a crusade against the creator of the earth? Oh my god, Jonesy, you're the villain. I knew to never trust those eyes. With that, I can upgrade the Storm Village once again, and I'm given the next round of tasks to upgrade it. First on that list is to build my first vehicle. Luckily, I don't have to build this myself, and I'm able to construct it out of pre-built blueprint like the log cabin. After placing all the pieces on, I'm able to make myself a Storm Chaser car. Unfortunately, I don't currently have any power batteries for it, so... The next on the list was to build an oven, so I can just pickaxe down my current one and then rebuild it. I'm definitely realizing that most of these quests are supposed to be done as you go through the game, but I was just so focused on, you know, not dying that I instead just locked in and tried to gear up. But with the camp now upgraded to level 4, I get a completely brand new task, enter our first storm. I go to talk to Carl to learn what I'm going to be up against in this storm, but no matter where I look, I can't find him. I spent an entire day searching around the Storm Chaser camp until finally... Carl! Oh no... Carl, what are you doing? Okay. As a reward for finding him in his secret hiding spot, Carl gives me 2 power cells to power my Storm Chaser. He says he's not sure where the storms currently are, but I should be able to find them as there are giant purple sections on the map. And so I hop in my car and get searching. Now, something important for you to realize about me is that I am not good at any sort of vehicle control. You know, the more I do these videos, the more I start to realize I'm not very good at very much at all. So I really struggle driving this thing around.
Oh, I don't think this is gonna do too well going across water. God, how do they even let me drive out in nature? In the real world, I can't even drive this in LEGO freaking Fortnite Odyssey. I could probably make this jump. Oh my god, it's like the Oregon Trail. Oh, it is like the Oregon Trail, but in a very different... Okay. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, my, oh my. Good. Oh no! No, my cart! How do I flip it back over? No! We could save it. I think it might be good. I think it might be done. No! My cart! No, but can I get rid of this rock? Seriously? Okay, great. We're back in... Well, soon we'll be back in business. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Oh, wait, this is my chance! Oh, no, it was not. It absolutely was not. Okay, get in there. Get in there. Now entering water? Is that what it just said? Okay. Get us out of here. Does this thing have a boat mode?
It did not have a boat mode. No matter what I tried, I couldn't get it unstuck from the water, so after total 2 minutes of effective use, it was time to say goodbye to my brand new car. Is what a lesser man would say.
Yes! 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 I got it! Okay, now we just gotta get back to the shore. No, 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 no. Okay, yeah, just go forward. Sure, whatever works, man. Yes! Yes! Oh, where are you going? 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 Where are you going?
Eventually, I spot a big purple cloud in the distance, so I decide to ride the Storm Chaser there.
So this is the storm proper, it looks like. Storm energy rages around you. What?
Yes, this is the storm, the newest biome added to LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. Basically, the way it works is I can be inside the storm for a total of 30 seconds without having to step out of it and reset my storm timer. I can also use this storm fruit nectar I picked up in order to reset the timer as well. Now, the storm is no joke and is far and away the most difficult biome in the entire game. Not only are the enemies significantly stronger variations of the enemies on the outside, the spawn rates are also much higher, meaning that just a couple seconds in the storm can easily result you being surrounded from every angle. And worst of all is a completely new enemy type the storm introduces.
Whoa, what the heck is that? I don't like it. I don't like it, whatever it is. This thing is homing! Oh my god, and that did a crud ton of damage.
These little storm scorpions are easily the most dangerous enemies in the storm, and one of the most dangerous enemies in the entire game. Their homing lightning shots can chunk through your entire health bar in just a couple seconds, so you really need to watch out for them. On the bright side though, they give a valuable storm exclusive resource called Greater Storm Cores. I managed to complete most of Carl's requests through just naturally exploring the storm, bar the last one to pop 5 storm buds. However, while looking for the storm buds...
The heck was... Was that my car?
Yeah, it's gonna be a long walk home, isn't it? After nearly dying to a scorpion, I decided to just pop some buds and get out of here. Every moment inside the storm is basically asking for death. I head to a nearby tundra biome where I find a battle bus station. I move this to be on the cusp of both the storm and the tundra, making it now easier for me to teleport to the game's final 2 biomes. Back at the Storm Chaser camp, I can upgrade the village to level 5, and I'm now tasked with finding some Eyes of the Storm, which drop from even tougher storm enemies. Already having had a near-death experience on the last trip, I decided before returning I should prepare for a bit. First up, I wanted to secure more healing items, and for this, I decided to go with chillberry shakes. In order to mass produce these, I was of course going to need tons of garden plots to plant chillberries in. These cost just 1 fertilizer, which I have tons of, and 2 soil, which I can get by using a shovel on the ground. I set up tons and tons of garden plots, and then plant some chillberry seeds that I got from processing my chili berries in a grain mill. As I farm all these out, now's probably a good time to explain why I'll be using chillberry shakes as the primary healing item of this run. First and foremost, it's extremely easy to make, costing only 2 chillberries and 1 milk. Milk can easily be gathered in a 1-to-1 ratio with cows by just giving them grass. And if you don't have grass, you can always feed it straight to the cow and get some straight shakes, albeit at a worse conversion. Secondly, while they don't restore the most hearts, they take only 1 second to consume. Like I said earlier, all food items have a set consumption time attached to them. Pretty much everyone agrees that it's always best to use multiple of 1-second foods as opposed to less multiple second foods. This is because when you're eating, actions like dodging or getting hit will interrupt your consumption, not healing you at all. All this to say, we're going to be drinking so many smoothies that the brain freeze will soon become a permanent feature in our lives. For the next task on our prep list, I'll need to head to the Frostlands. Here I can find the game's final type of animal, heavy wool sheep, which despite looking similar to normal sheep, give a completely new resource called, you guessed it, heavy wool. It's a pretty long walk back to base, as for some reason the battle bus has an anti-animal policy, but eventually I make it back and throw Sweaters the sheep into our new sparkly barn. I can now also craft a piece of equipment called the Storm Charm. While this gives less health and defense than my current charms, it gives you extra defense against certain storm attacks and extends your timer inside the storm to 2 minutes 30 seconds. This makes this an absolute must for all storm visits. Now adequately prepared for the storm, I head back in but get some bad news. Unfortunately, this storm specifically is the one containing the Tempest Gateway, which is how we'll summon in the Storm King, which will be great for later on, but long story short means I can't get Eyes of the Storm here, so I'll have to find a different one. And since this map is big, I'll have to explore for a while, so I decided to build myself an airship to zoom across the map. I'll need some more wood for this though, so I quickly go and gather that, only to realize that I don't have batteries to power this thing since, you know, my car exploded and all. To make batteries, you need to get some biomass by processing organic materials in the composter. And oh my god, this is so slow. Why does composting take so long? If it took this long in the real world, we would be on the verge of an environmental crisis. Oh, never mind. In the meantime, while that processes, I hop on the battle bus to the Lost Isles, as we actually have something very important to do there. If we head to what appears to be the edge of the world, we'll see some floating islands that can be glided to using geysers. On these islands are some giant glowing chests, and upon opening them, we can find something called Klumbo's Rune Tomes. Remember when I talked about runes before? Well, currently our selection is actually pretty limited, only having access to a couple level 1 runes, making them pretty much useless. However, by reading Klumbo's tomes, I can gain access to new and higher level runes to enchant my weapons with. This is one of the most important things you can do in your LEGO Fortnite Odyssey world, as the tier 3 runes are completely game changing, giving you giant buffs to your weapons. However, the tomes go in order, so in order to unlock the higher level ones, you'll first need to find a lot of chests. And this journey is not without struggle, as these islands hide something unlike anything I've ever seen before.
What are these things? Did that do something? What's going on? What? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. How much damage did that do? 3 hearts. Oh my god. What's going on? What is this thing? I hate it!
And to make matters worse, my crossbow is completely unable to damage this behemoth. And to make matters even worse, this is not even the storm-powered version we'll need to take down for the game's next achievement. I scurry away, tail between my legs, and grab as many tomes as I can. Eventually, I've read so many and start to unlock truly good runes like Damage 3, Destruction 3, and Durability 3. While exploring, though, I find a mysterious cave that requires me to place 3 rough emeralds inside of a shrine to unlock. I do, and upon heading inside...
Whoa. Oh, no. Oh, it's this guy. Can I fight him? Whoa! Whoa! Leave, 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 leave.
Yes, this is the storm-charged version of the golem I was talking about earlier, and I don't even stand a chance in my current form. Not to mention, I'll need to use a pickaxe in order to actually damage his stone exterior, meaning I won't be able to fight him from afar using ranged combat. I decided to come back to this later. With my stint in the Lost Isles now completed, my biomass is finally finished processing. But for the life of me, I cannot figure out where to insert the batteries. Seriously, I've searched the airship for so long and cannot find the power cell engine. On the bright side, the airship can fly without power. It only really needs the wheels for landing, so I'll just have to get a little creative there. The airship is actually pretty easy to control, having balloons to regulate your height and rockets strapped to the back to propel you forward. It makes getting around much easier and becomes a must-have for the rest of this playthrough. After searching for a bit, I finally managed to find another storm and park down my airship. In order to actually try and land, I just turn off the balloons and then turn them on every so often to hopefully minimize my fall distance, which ends up kind of working. Upon heading into the storm, I find what I've been looking for, as the top is a portal that gives me entrance into a storm dungeon. The way these dungeons work is that each floor has a specific task you need to accomplish in order to progress on lower. Like on the first floor, I need to find 3 storm crystals and destroy them. The crystals can easily be taken out in a single hit, so the real struggle is just finding them around this twisted map. Upon clearing the floor objective, you're given a chest which holds tons of extremely valuable goodies, like high-tier tools, storm cores, and a new super rare resource called grift crystals, as well as a new type of tome. These storm tomes unlock storm-specific rooms to help your weapons better deal with the enemies inside. I head down to the next floor where I'm introduced to one of the most common floor types in these storm dungeons, the storm spawners. Basically, these crystals will spawn around the arena in waves, and you need to destroy them with your weapon. And you better do it quickly, as every second these crystals are on the field, they are spawning other enemies. Because of that, my general strategy with these floors is just to target the crystals first, sprinting away from any and all other danger, and then go back and take out all the enemies. It starts off relatively easy with just these storm warriors, but once they start spawning in the storm crabs, it gets infinitely harder.
Ah! Ah! Oh my god! This guy, can you just die?
After getting through that and grabbing my chest, it was onto another storm crystal floor that I blast through. But things were not so easy on the floor after that.
Storm wild bears. Oh my god! How many of them are there? 3! 3! Bro. You must be joking! What the heck? Oh, my mind. My mind. They got me surrounded! Whoa! What the heck? What just happened? Where'd my hearts go?
While this proves extremely challenging, I get pretty lucky later on, and one of the bears just refuses to move. And another bear, attempting to get to me, just continually rams his head into the bear blockade. This gives me enough time to kill the stuck bear, which makes the other remaining bear fall into the exact same trap and die as well. Well, definitely not how that floor is supposed to go, but I won't look a stuck bear in the mouth. The chest on this floor has my first Eye of the Storm, meaning I'm technically done here, but I want to see how deep this dungeon goes. After one more quick storm crystal section, I had arrived to the dungeon's final floor.
Defeat the Thunder Lord.
What's a Thunder Lord? Really don't like the sound of that.
I'm scared. What's a Thunder Lord? Oh, it's just some guy. Oh, okay. Oh. I mean, he has a high defense, but okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be some, like, god or something. This isn't that bad. Okay.
But despite his meek appearance, the last thing you want to do is underestimate the Thunder Lord.
Whoa! Holy crow! Don't get hit by that challenge.
While a lot of his attacks can be easily avoided, his tracking lightning ball as well as his quick thunder shock can be quite difficult to run away from and do a ton of damage. Besides that though, I can take him out and grab myself the dungeon's final chest containing some Eyes of the Storm, rift crystals, and some more tomes. Now to finish the last objective in the quest, I needed to, and no I'm not joking, head to the Star Wars Island. Yes, seriously.
Star Wars is in this game? That's a storm. What the heck is going on? What is going on? What? There is Star Wars in this game? Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean, Durasteel? What the heck is going on? Oh, my totem, I used my totem. Oh, crap. Holy crap. Yeah, let's get out of here. Oh my god, I'm totemless now!
Yeah, not a huge fan of the Star Wars Island. While that trip left me completely out of totems, I had been gathering as many bear pelts as I could in my travels so I could craft a ton of backups. I head back to Star Wars Land, making sure to fly away from the tundra this time. For this section of the quest, I need to grab the Star Wars exclusive resource, Durasteel. After looking around for a while for this, I give up and just destroy a nearby stormtrooper base with my pickaxe, which ends up working out because their walls were lined with Durasteel. With that finished, I can go and upgrade the Storm Chaser base to level 6. The next quest line wants me to enter enter a storm cave, and thankfully, that's about to get a lot easier, as one of the crewmates at the camp upgrades our map to now show all storm locations. There's one not too far from their base camp, so I run over there and head inside. Not too much to say about this dungeon, as most of the floors are exactly the same as the last one, with the exception of the bare floor being swapped out for these stupid scorpion dogs, which 100% uses one of my totems. Then I have a mostly uneventful fight with the Thunderlord until... Nice. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. What? I died! He got me at the last second! Oh my god, that's crazy actually. I upgrade the Storm Chaser village to level 7, and the next section of the quest is actually pretty easy, as all I need to do is re-look at the Tempest Gateway, defeat some storm crabs, and jump on these little storm geysers that fling you into the air. Upgrade the base camp to level 8, and now I'm tasked with finding something called Raven's Hideout, which luckily has been marked on my map. Raven is another mini-boss we'll have to fight, and going in, I want to be prepared. And so I craft a new crafting station, the Legendary Forge. For the cost of 3 Rift Crystals, you can turn your epic weapons into legendary weapons, giving them a ton more damage and durability. Since Rift Crystals are insanely rare, I decide to only upgrade my 2 best crossbows. First, we got the Topaz one that has damage, extra damage to storm enemies, as well as destruction. Destruction is super important for destroying those storm spawners we saw earlier, as they have a 10% chance to every single hit destroy them instantly. For my Ruby crossbow, I just focus all in on damage and durability, as this one is going to be my primary boss killing weapon. Now suited up, it was time to head towards Raven. Upon entering his hideout, there's a giant castle deeper in, and we can encounter the man himself. You know, for some reason I thought he was going to be like an actual Raven, but I guess this makes more sense. And my new crossbow just absolutely tears through Raven. In fact, it only takes me 21 arrows to kill him, most of which I probably missed. Oh, that was it? Oh, he was easy. What a joke. That was easy. Now for our final task before unlocking the Storm King, I need to collect 10 Eyes of the Storm. So I decide to head to the final storm biome that I had yet to explore. Now what's important to note is as I headed in, I had a whopping 5 Totems of Immortal, but not a single Totem of Return, as I had accidentally quick stacked them into a chest back at my base. But that shouldn't be a problem, right? I mean, 5 Totems of Immortal, I have legendary weapons, and I'm at the end of the game. I mean, all I need to do is this last dungeon and then prepare for the Storm King. I was so close, I figured it was absolutely fine. And it was. The entire dungeon goes off without a hitch, and I crush through, picking up tons of resources. That all changes at the dungeon's end, as right when I'm expecting to see the Thunderlord like usual, something different happens. Now, before you watch the rest of this clip, I just want you to take something in. Firstly, because this is a sponsored video, it had a pretty strict deadline for me to complete it, meaning I had to film, record, and edit this video in just 10 days. And on top of that, I had spent 20 hours on this run so far. I was already running on fumes trying to get this done as quickly as possible, and even this run was taking longer than I felt comfortable with to hit my deadline. So just keep all that in mind when you watch this next part. Defeat the Stormwild Brute duo. What does that mean? I am slightly afraid. What? I gotta kill 2 of these guys? You're joking. Oh my god. You're joking. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Why did I come down here? I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. Oh my god. We gotta so get out of here. Is there any way to escape? Oh my god, we have to get out of here. Holy crap, there's 2 of them! You're joking, man! I can barely even handle 1! Dude, I'm so dead. Are you joking? This has to be a joke! It's not funny! I'm not laughing! Go. Oh, crud! I have no energy! Run! God, I wish I had a Totem of Return right now. Oh god. Hey, no! I already used my Totem of Immortal! Oh my god. Dude, I have to get out of here. Is there a way to escape? Dude, this can't be. No, this isn't happening! Holy crap, dude! Dude, I don't know about this, man. Dude, I don't know. I'm really scared. This might be the end. Genuinely. Dude! This can't be! No, there has to be a way out! No! No, dude! Dude, I can't! No! This can't be happening! That was my last one! Dude! No! No! But despite how much I didn't want it to be true, it was. After 20 long hours spent on this run, it just completely vanished in an instant. This actually gutted me. I truly felt absolutely hopeless. Being so close to the finish line just to have it robbed away from me again. I even tried loading up another run, but after spending 5 hours on it, I lose it too, putting me back even further. With my deadline for the video in just 6 days now, I tried to think of all the ways I could pivot it. Maybe I could just make a 100 days video. Or maybe I could call this I tried to 100% LEGO LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. And I knew none of that was right. I knew none of that would satisfy you guys, nor myself. Not once in my career has a game beaten me, and I wasn't gonna let that start today. So I poured myself the fattest coffee of my life because we were no sleeping this. Because even if it killed me, I would 100% this game. Not today, Triggerfish. I don't need your negative energy right now. By this point, you know how this game works, so I'm gonna really speed past all this. Luckily, because I also knew how the game worked, I could go a lot faster. Within just 30 minutes, I had found the perfect spot for my village. And it truly could not get better than this spot. It was in the grasslands right next to the Storm Chaser camp and on the border of the desert, an extremely short walk to the tundra. I make sure to set up a chicken barn as soon as possible here, as I was going to need arrows. Lots of them. Just 2 hours in and I had gotten copper tools. The goal, if you're ever trying to do this yourself, is to try and slay 3 brutes as fast as you can, as they hold the keys to getting the gem cutter. Boom, first one down, boom, second one slain, and the third one I actually already got from a chest, so I actually only need to fight 2. Irregardless, boom, gem cutter in the house. Now with all my machines fitted out, it was time to actually get this base going. I go with yellow walls this time because it actually looked prettier and it's softer on my feeble eyes, but then it was right back to it. Now just 4 hours into the playthrough, I sweep through the Lost Isles, reading through tomes like it's my dang job. The other reason I wanted to come here so early is because I can simultaneously grab some gold ore from my crossbows, head back home and get started on my chillberry farm early, because in order to take on the Storm King, I was going to need 320 chillberry shakes, plus all the ones I'll be using throughout the normal playthrough. And to harvest these crops, I got my man Peely to do it, my first and only villager in this world. Because Peely is so good, we don't need any other villagers. Well, actually, Peely did a horrible job picking up crops and would take days at a time to gather like 8 chillberries, but I still love you, Peely! The main thing I've taken from the last playthrough is that totems of immortal suck. I was initially attracted to them because of the time-saving aspect and also the defense you gain from wearing it, but none of that is worth it compared to the risk. You are just way better off always having a totem of return on you, because hey, you can always try again. Because of this, you won't see me wearing any totems of immortal for this playthrough. All my homies hate totems of immortal. With my gear all set, I get 2 topaz crossbows and enchant 1 for crystal destroying and 1 for enemy killing. I'm hoping with all the durability runes to last me through all of the storm dungeons I need to complete. Speaking of those dungeons, it was time for them once again. I hop into my newly constructed airship and set out looking for a storm. While attempting the Storm Chaser quest this time, I'm very particular to only do what they ask of me. Sometimes in my last playthrough, I would continue exploring the storm, which would result in me doing things that I would have to redo in the very next quest block. Not this time. Complete the quest and bounce. Also with my airship, I had the brilliant idea to slap a map marker on the back of it, that way I don't constantly lose it, as the airship itself will now show up on the map. Eventually, it was time to take out Raven once again, who goes off without a hitch. Now for collecting the 10 Eyes of the Storm, I was a lot smarter. Since I hadn't completed any of the storm dungeons, I had my pick of the litter on which ones I wanted to do. Meaning if I encountered any floors that seemed uncompletable, I could always just bail and fly off to another cave. Like here, when I'm given an entire floor of the Storm Scorpions. As you would expect, I die, but it doesn't matter because I am never coming back here. Totem of Return for life. I'm eventually able to get those remaining Eyes of the Storm, and with that, it was time to activate the Tempest Gateway and fight the Storm King. But I wouldn't be doing that just yet. First, I had a ton of grinding ahead of me, because not only would I need gear, but I would also need gear for 3 other people. You see, the Storm King is really hard. I mean, even on normal difficulty, the LEGO group said that they highly suggest taking him on in co-op. So I wasn't sure who these other 3 people would be yet, but I knew I would find them. And in order to get them all suited up, I was going to need the following for each person, including myself: a gold ruby crossbow with the runes Destruction 3, Durability 3, and Damage 3, a gemstone sword with the same runes, an epic health charm, a storm charm, 2 totems of return, a backup crossbow in case the first one broke, a gem shield, a stack of chillberry smoothies, as many storm fruit nectars as I can muster, and lots of arrows. Most of that stuff I actually had on hand or could easily get. The hardest things to gather were definitely the totems of return, the chillberry smoothies, the nectars, the arrows, and the essence I would need to enchant all my weapons. Let's start out with the smoothies and the arrows. Above all else, these just required a lot of grass, since we need milk from the cows for smoothies and feathers from the chicken for arrows. I go on a grass spree and make sure to have 2 chickens producing at all times. The most annoying part of this was just constantly having to gather up the chillberries like every day, as a full stack of them only converted to like 40 smoothies. The other items I mentioned could all be gathered inside storms and storm dungeons, and it actually worked in a beautiful circle of life-esque way. I would head inside the dungeon and clear it, as not only is it a consistent source of a ton of enemies, but they also give it a good amount of essence. Then, with the dungeon cleared, the storm on the outside begins to dissipate. I forgot to mention this earlier, but yeah, the storm goes away once you complete its dungeon. With no storm on the outside, this made it way easier to collect storm fruit from the bushes, which I would of course need for the storm fruit nectar. Finally, the last resource I would need would be bear pelts for the totems of return. Conveniently enough, for whatever reason, tons of bears spawn right on the outside of storms. So with less enemies around, it became super simple to pick them off one by one. I compiled all the materials until finally, after 6 hours of straight grinding, I was ready for the fight. I had gear for everyone, and if I was going into this fight, I didn't want to come out without my victory. So I went around recruiting the best of the best LEGO Fortnite Odyssey players that could carry me, help me as best as they could. First up, we have Haskins, who had already taken up the Storm King solo, and had actually been playing this game since it came came out. Then we have Void, the brains of the operation. He actually helped to develop the main strategy that people use to take on the Storm King. And finally, we had the engineer, a LEGO Fortnite Odyssey creator who had been practicing the Storm King fight all day with worse equipment because he expected me to not have a ton of supplies, which, you know, is fair if you know anything about me. With the team assembled, I invite everyone to my game and they get suited up, ready to take on the final boss of the game, the Storm King. After talking a little bit of strategy, it was time to head on over. Now, while yes, we did have totems of return on us, that was not the real risk. The true risk was that if we failed the Storm King fight, I would have to wait 24 hours before taking him on again. And with the video's deadline so quickly approaching, that wasn't a risk I could take. This was our one shot at beating us. We hopped off the battle bus and I placed down 10 Eyes of the Storm, and it was time to start our battle against the Storm King. I definitely am. I'm very nervous. Okay, I just powered it up. Let's do it. Ooh, I'm so nervous. We got it though, guys. We got this.
Yeah, we got this.
All right, here we go.
So here we get the crystals.
Okay, gotcha.
I gotta heal up.
Oh my god.
Right.
Oh, I hate these like little lizard-looking freaks.
Yep. Just run, move. Always be on the move and focus on these crystals right now, and then take out the enemies.
Okay. Okay, so more crystals. Okay. So how many waves of crystals are there gonna be?
There's gonna be 2 or 3 on this first one, I think.
Okay.
And then this is gonna happen during the fight as well. So.
Oh, goodness. Oh, did we take them all out?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, way to go, guys. Oh god, here he comes.
Oh no, here he comes. All right, all right. All right,
Oh,
we got
dear.
this. Let's go, let's go. So I wouldn't panic, but he's gonna knock us up.
Whoa! Okay, that seems bad. Whatever he's doing. Oh, is this
All
the
right, here
big
comes
laser
that Mega Blast. Just dodge. That's what
Okay.
you want to dodge at all costs.
Okay, that makes sense. It didn't look too friendly. Oh god. Ah!
Also, if you see like the black shadows on the
Yeah.
ground, that's where the ball's gonna land.
Okay,
Yep.
I'll make sure to look out for that. Oh, he's got another weak point.
If you get in close, oh nice shot.
Oh, that was it?
That went down fast. Yeah, that went. So with the destruction, you get a chance at a one-shot crit on him.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that was crazy. I was like, oh, dang, it
Yeah.
wasn't all that after all.
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, we're doing very good. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness.
Oh yeah, watch out. You good? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Oh, my goodness gracious. That was scary. Holy crow. Oh, my dear lord. That was scary. He
Oh,
kind of
dude, this
follows
is
you with
actually-
that. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna do knockback. Stay away from the edge.
Okay. Oh, I see. We got
That
him.
crystal's going down. Let's go.
Oh!
All right,
Oh,
let's take this horn out.
We got to get his horn? Okay.
Just get on the
Yeah.
horn, and when he falls, and just go to town on it.
Okay. With our swords or? Okay.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
Okay. Oh, we got it.
There we go.
Oh, nice. Oh, just one left to go. Uh-oh. What is this? Oh,
All right,
okay.
we got to do that again. Now watch for the falling rocks. There's gonna be shadows on the ground.
Okay.
These will do. They do some damage, but they're not devastating.
Okay.
All right,
Heard.
one more
On you,
spawner.
you
Set of
guys
spawners
will.
over here.
Oh, yep. Let's get him. Oh, somebody destructed that. That was awesome. Oh, that guy went right off the edge. Did we get all the spawners? It looks like it. Oh, goodness. Oh,
Ow.
goodness.
I got it. All right.
Nice.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got the chance
Ouch.
for destruction.
Dude, way to go. Holy crow.
No, that was luck. That was.
We're killing it.
All right, more spawners.
Okay. Whoa, my god, that did hurt. Oh, he has a weak point. Oh,
All right,
god, what
knockback.
is
Stay away
this?
from the edge.
Oh, okay, that's the knockback attack.
All right, it's on his back. Oh, he's going down. He's going down.
Oh, we got him. Now what?
We're
One more
gonna one more crystal.
God, I couldn't even imagine doing this solo.
Yeah, he's focused on me right now, so you guys should be good. All right, he's
Oh, the
down. He's
horn!
down.
The horn!
on my way.
All right, let's get in there and do work. Let's go.
Oh, he's over there.
All
that
right,
it?
phase
Oh.
3. Let's go.
Oh, now we can
Let's go.
attack him? Okay.
Yep, just start attacking. But we got to do the spawners though.
Okay.
There's gonna be spawners,
Uh-oh.
and it's gonna get a lot smaller.
Oh, I didn't know he was going to do that.
Just
Holy
once you
crap.
land, just start shooting as much as you can.
Okay.
Just immediately take out the spawners right now.
Okay. Heard. Oh, yeah. Oh!
He's stuck. Go
Oh,
for it,
I got
he's
knocked
stuck.
off. Holy crow. Oh my god, I'm down to 2 hearts. Holy crow. Okay. Woo, okay. Oh my god, we almost got him.
I think we're in the game. Let's go,
Oh,
dude.
yeah. Holy crow.
Let's go.
Oh my
you can
god.
Still get hit though, so be careful.
Oh, he could still be hit? Okay.
Yeah, at least I did in my my last playthrough.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, let's go.
Woo! Oh, way to go, guys. Oh
were we
my
worried
god,
about?
that feels incredible.
All right, do the honors, my friend. Open up the chest.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this part.
Yeah, that's all you. Sure stuff.
Oh,
What'd you
that
get?
felt
What'd
so
you get? What'd you
good.
get?
Oh my god,
nice.
look at that
You got the
pick.
pickaxe.
Woo!
Dude. Let's go.
Oh my
man.
god. Thank you guys so much. I was so worried about that not going well.
And just like that, we had taken down the Storm King, the final boss of the game. As a reward, like you saw, I got this sick pickaxe that actually does more than just mine.
If you hold down, I think right trigger, you should be able to throw it like a boomerang. And
Whoa,
it'll charge
whoa,
and it'll be like a
whoa!
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that was sick!
But even though we had felled the game's final boss, there was still more to do. And first on that list was to take on the Lost Isles rock golem. But luckily, I wouldn't have to do it alone, as my team said they'd be happy to take him on with me while they were there. Since we can only damage the golem with pickaxes, my boomerang one ended up being a huge help, as I could just stand from afar and attack him. Not to mention, unlike the normal golem, this one gets tired after spinning, giving you opportunities to come in and wail on him. They also taught me this little trick where you stand up here to hide from his attacks, as he isn't able to squeeze his way through. With all that in mind, we can chunk through him pretty easily, bar one close call at the end.
Uh-oh.
Watch out, Shawnee.
Ah!
He's right back.
That was so frightening. Holy crow.
All right.
Oh,
There we
nice.
go.
And with that, we had conquered all of the bosses of LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. Huge shout out to Haskins, Void, and Engineer for all their help on these. They make tons of content on LEGO Fortnite Odyssey, so if you're at all interested in the game and want to watch more, be sure to check them out. But while all the bosses were done, I had 3 achievements left to go. With them being interact with a level 10 village in the desert, tundra, and Lost Isles biome. So you know what that means. Cones! So many cones. If you want cones, we got cones. Cones! Each village also had separate upgrade requirements, like the desert village requiring flexwood and rubies, while the Lost Isle villages requires its exclusive research mahogany wood and emeralds. All in all, this took me about 3.5 hours of grinding for materials. The hardest part was definitely getting all the wood, and finding the malachite slabs. I'm still not sure how to get these. But after completing those, I had completed the game's 10th achievement and unlocked my 5th trophy, 100% completing LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. Huge thank you to the LEGO group for sponsoring today's video. Like I said earlier, this update just came out and completely changed how LEGO Fortnite Odyssey works. They've also added so much content to this game since release, so if you tried it when it first came out, now's the perfect time to try it out again. And if you're looking for something a little bit more casual, make sure to check out LEGO Brick Life too. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!